everyone, and I say that respectfully. No, I haven't said don't be goddamn it. My cousin, but that's okay. To the genuine ones, moments, intentions, I actually hope all is well in your end, and I actually hope that you continue to find peace with them, regardless to who gave up on you or what you did in your journey, or they even said that you didn't have potential, and you never had malicious intentions. Always be your authentic self when you're not trying to hurt yourself or others around you. My content is not for everyone, and I say that respectfully. Healing trauma and pain is not a race or an overnight process, and I say that respectfully. You're mad and you're worthy. Never give up on yourself because they gave up on you or overlooked you during your journey. They try to discourage you when you try to believe in faith they can relate to what's going within. That self-confidence actually makes you the man and woman that you're becoming. Understanding being authentic. You truly have potential. They didn't see the light that God allows you to see. How God allows you to believe. Hold on 1 second. God brought you balance to acknowledge your worth. That you are worthy of loving you. Understanding your reflection. I'm Naya G on Love Respect. My content is not for everyone, and I say that respectfully. It's not. Always be yourself with no malicious intentions. Today is currently July 17th, 2025. Always be yourself. Poetry out loud. My style. Faith that can relate to pouring into you. The devil try to humble you, but you never overlooked you. That confidence is different when God was fixing your crown. You didn't have to wild out when God was maintaining your smile. Overcoming the storm, who would have knew? I love me not to dim my light. I love me not to dim my light. I got lost in a season when I least expected, but God allowed me to reevaluate my train of thought when it comes to balance, acknowledge my worth. I am worthy. I am worthy of not giving up on myself. I am worthy understanding that the devil was trying to test me, let alone the enemy trying to shortchange my mental health. They said I was somebody I was truly wasn't because I knew how to maintain a crown they couldn't relate to, was gone within. Always be yourself with no malicious intentions, and I say that respectfully. You weathered them in a storm, they didn't understand that you wasn't trying to do yourself wrong. Even getting lost in your words. The potential was there. The devil tried to kick you down. They tried to step on you every which way. They even had a community trying to dim you like it wasn't a mistake. Because God picked you up when it came to that testimony. Understanding that hold on 1 second, poverty and pain was real. But you had to keep it real to maintain your crown, regardless who wanted to see you mentally down. The energy is different. I smiled on the outside, but the math was actually adding up on the inside. The gang stalking was real, but I couldn't lose my vision. I couldn't lose the vision that God endowed with my intuition. The non-existence. They said I wasn't irrelevant, but I was in existence to myself because God was really paying attention, and God was allowing me to heal, to realize that hold on 1 second, I was far from mentally ill when they labeled me that day. Loving yourself, the body yourself, never dim your light. Loving yourself, the body yourself, never dim your light. The devil was trying to knock at your door. The beauty lied within you. Yeah, you had dimples, truly cute at the end of the day. They said that you was ugly, beautiful, bushy eyebrows, big nose, big lips at the end of the day. But someone truly actually knew how to respect you. The right people that truly was for you. The ones that was going against you, they would never understand that, hold on 1 second, you didn't have to weather their storm to do them wrong. You just knew how to show up for yourself, to be authentic. Hold on 1 second, it bothered their mental health. Loving yourself. The devil doesn't like that. The devil doesn't like when you pour into you. The one that doesn't have a soul. The one that says, what, I'm going to project spell work on you so you won't see your grace. Your faith. How when you pray to go within, they will never understand God didn't make a mistake. We may not pray the same, but I damn sure didn't have hate in my vein. I overcame trauma and pain when you least expected. You wanted me to dim light, but God allowed me to maintain that smile. Happy tears hits different. Overcoming the storm when they were least expected. They was trying to figure out, hold on 1 second, they practice is actually truly working. They doing come to me spells. They doing beauty magic, witchcraft, voodoo. You put a name in your book when it comes to these masons, these witches, these warlocks, these karmics, these tarot readers. They got insecurity problem because they don't have a heart, let alone a soul. They said that you mentally stable, disturbed. Even when you get lost in your words, you was far from a fool. You never ran from your past. Understand that, hold on one second, God allowed you to choose you. That energy is different. You actually prayed for these folks, and they didn't understand that, hold on one second, to stay in their lane. To understand that they could weather their own storm and only realize they could change that pain. You know, the hate and jealousy and envy within them. All because you spoke up for yourself with no malicious intentions. You was on a different type of time zone when it comes to high vibration, the energy. They wanted to destroy your character, the energy harvest off your energy. They wanted to project the mindset. Hold on one second. They didn't want you to understand your blessing, to actually catch it, to go with them, but you was the blessing to yourself because you never overlooked you. And God made things happen when it comes to balance, acknowledge your worth. Why God never overlooked you. That's what happens when the devil try to test you, try to humble you. How they would gang stalk you in different communities, little tax brackets, and folks swear that you talking about like a bad hat, but goddamn, if your mask fell off, I guess I'm talking about you. Until it's your household, you wouldn't want someone to do it to you. It'd be the train of thought for me, project that mindset of hate, jealousy, and envy at the end of the day, or let on the hate crime. We ain't the same. My content is not for everyone. It's not. Always be yourself with no malicious intentions. I love to talk about love. Love is real. Love is one of a kind with the right one that's truly for you. Being authentic. Someone truly actually captured your heart. Truly showing up for you. They wasn't trying to fumble you. Someone was reminding what you overcame when it came to time and day. That vocabulary hits different. How someone knew how to truly value time and day. Someone wasn't there to discourage you. Someone truly showed you that, hold on one second. Actions spoke louder than words becoming loving you. Someone bringing peace into your life. It wasn't lust, it was real love. Someone wasn't trying to shortchange your mental health. Who would have knew that two people could truly grow to understand real love? Be on the same page. Someone bringing peace into your life. Not to cause you miscommunication when it comes to your mental health. Even when you're lost in your words, someone is still cheering you on up close in person behind closed doors because someone is willing to weather that storm with you, not to do you wrong when the world's against you. That energy is different. Imagine saying I do to the right person and every season just got better with time and day. They say true love is not real. True love is not one of a kind, but someone could truly walk into that truly keep it real. They ain't have to play with sport to get your time and day. That vocabulary actually hits different when it comes to someone truly valuing your time and day. Love is real, love is one of a kind, with the right one truly for you. Love is real, love is one of a kind, with the right one truly for you. The one that laugh at your corny jokes. The one that loves your little nerdiness at the end of the day. That actually attracted them to you. Being yourself. Being authentic. You wasn't wearing a mask. You didn't have to switch up on somebody because they was helping you maintain your crown. Because they fixed the days when you was down. You had good days, bad days, misunderstanding days. Someone truly praying for you, not against you. That energy is different. Someone didn't have to humble you. Someone truly knew how to respect you. Someone actually meant what they said that day. I'm not trying to cause what you overcame when it comes to pain. That energy is different. Someone acting mature, their body weight, not their shoe size. Didn't matter their tax bracket, let alone their religion or their culture. And I say that respectfully. Someone with an intuition and having common sense. They wasn't running from their past, but they understood why God closed that door to show them that true love can truly last when it came to their self-love. Who would have knew the unconditional love would allow them to choose them? And you just walked into their life to bring them balance. Bringing pieces to someone's life to acknowledge them. Bringing pieces to someone's life. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. And just because moments. Someone cheering you on up close in person behind closed doors. It was a record that would never get outdated because that's how love truly grows. No, it's straight up when you know. Because true love is not complicated, and I say that respectfully. Someone truly being on the same page with you. Actually bringing peace into your life, not to make things complicated. Love is real, love is one of a kind, with the right one truly for you. My content is not for everyone, and I say that respectfully. You may not pray the same as the average person, but someone could truly walk into your life to show you at the end of the day actually spoke loud in words they wasn't trying to have the cake and eat it too when they was praying for you, not against you. Someone wasn't trying to shortchange your mental health, lowering your heart. That ain't just different. All they wanted to do was value your time and day, and it wasn't an excuse. My content is not for everyone, and that's okay. When someone comes into your life, It's not about lust. It's not about manipulation. It's not about spell work. It's not about disrespecting you when they pick and choose to, or disrespecting you with folks that you don't even know. You know, because folks feel so comfortable how they want to have their cake and eat it too, or mentally, physically, emotionally abuse you, or even suck at your free will when it comes to your conscience and talk about you like a bad habit at the end of it. That's not real love, and I say that respectfully. How someone actually got to know your name for who you truly was. Someone actually pouring into you even days when you can't see. Someone uplifting you, hold on 1 second, bringing the best out of you. Who would have knew true love was never competition? That energy is different. Didn't matter about your tax bracket. Because when you least expect it, regardless if you came from poverty and pain, someone could truly walk into you like to protect your heart. Not to cause you trauma and pain. I say that respectfully. Truly be on the same page. True love is not complicated. Yeah, your past fumbled you. They missed it on a blessing. But God allowed you to value your time, not to reject you. God was never for sale when you keep it real. You didn't fumble yourself when it come to your faith. They would never understand when they try to spin the block. God said not today. That energy is different when it comes to maturing. I love myself not to dim my light. I love myself not to dim my light. I love myself not to dim my light. I ain't get lost in your words another day, neighbor. And take off of me. How you went from being lovers to strangers. The energy is different. It was never for likes and views of cloud chasing, far from mad. Wasn't looking for tick for tech at the end of the day. Folks out here projecting a hate crime towards someone that they actually knew how to value their time. But you had the fake gaslight, somebody acting like you were so in tune with them. I never understood at the end of the day. If you're so at peace with yourself, it should be no reason why you're trying to rob somebody mentally, physically, spiritually, financially, or even emotionally. And I say that respectfully. And especially when you're weathering your own storm, loving somebody, hold on 1 second, the one that you said is not doing you wrong. There should be no reason why you're worried about someone's future. Someone that's not even in communication with you, to communicate with you. Leave innocent people alone. When someone walks away, they actually said that they hope you find peace with them, but with someone else that's not going to make the mistakes that you did, not loving someone properly. Now, the truth of it, what's wrong with these people? Because that happens sometimes. How someone can walk into your life and don't know how to love you, or let alone respect you, but they will pour into somebody else and show up and show a different side at the end of the day, that they will project lies on an innocent person because someone knew how to meet them halfway. And because you knew how to meet them halfway, they try to discourage your character traits. When you investigate your time and day into them, and they come and meet you halfway to pour into you, only to realize to hold on 1 second. You is the blessing to yourself, not to overlook you. This next chapter actually hits different when it comes to your reflection. You truly loving you. Always be yourself in others' intentions. I may not make sense to the average person, and that's okay. I would never hurt myself, good day, bad day, or misunderstand day, and I say that respectfully. My content is not for everyone. It's not. Gang stalking is real into your household, and you're not doing it for likes and views or cloud chasing. I say that respectfully. You're not. Jealousy and envy is real. How these chicks and dudes, they be so insecure when it comes to hold on 1 second. They forgot to realize to understand their vision, to go within when it comes to their existence. They throwing beauty magic at the innocent person. They trying to project mental illness on an innocent person. Trying to rob them mentally, physically, spiritually, even financially. Hacking their devices, even breaking into their apartments. Trying to paint them out to be crazy. It be the train of thought for me. Or because someone spoke up for themselves because they knew how to weather the storm that you can relate to was gone within and stay in your lane. How this type of stuff actually happens to innocent people who didn't have to do nothing besides be an authentic self because someone wanted to create a hate train. I hear you, I hear you, I hear you, neighbor. I hear you, I hear you, I hear you, neighbor. Said justice for you. I hear you, I hear you, I hear you, neighbor. I hear you, I hear you, I hear you, neighbor. Said justice for you. Said justice for you. All you had to do is be authentic. Speaking up for yourself and a part of a mindset when they said that you was mentally unstable. You know, I may get lost in my words, but I know what I'm talking about. How this type of stuff actually happens to innocent people. When stuff happens within the split of a second, their mind just starts to pace back and forth. They're trying to express what's going on when it comes to hold on 1 second. I can't believe what just happened to me. I don't want to miss out any details at the end of the day, but hold on 1 second. Damn, authorities is right in my face, but only while they work with the crew. They work with the people that's going against you. They try and discourage you right to left. How this type of stuff actually happens when an innocent person speaks up for themselves. They label that person mentally unstable because nobody's going to hear you but don't believe you. My content is not for everyone. Gang stalking is real into your household, and you're not doing it for likes and views or cloud chasing. I say that respectfully. My content is not for everyone. It's not. How they will poison your food, poison your drinks, even your narcotics at the end of the day. It's disgusting to see how folks don't even have to know you to have a mindset of having hate, jealousy, and envy towards you. Or a little birdie, he say, she's the end of the day. Someone's not even that person's life at the end of the day. You got so much hate and animosity. Don't want someone to prosper when it comes to elevation. How this type of stuff actually happens. Always be yourself and no much attention. I'm not aging no respect. Today's currently July 17th, 2025. I would never hurt myself. Good day, bad day, or misunderstanding. And I say that respectfully. Loving yourself is not a crime. It's not. Love yourself to better yourself, never dim your light. Love yourself to better yourself, never dim your light. Check you out, neighbor, 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 don't dim your light. Check you out, neighbor, neighbor, don't dim your light, neighbor. Far from a hater. We ain't the same, that don't run through my vein. I knew how to weather a storm and still respect my neighbor, but they wanted to do me wrong. It was never competition, I say that respectfully. They was throwing spoke right to left. Only was they forgot the unconditional love to go within. How you misunderstood yourself at the end of the day. All that energy you projecting, you could put into yourself. Even days when you came and weather your own storm. I truly hope that you better yourself, regardless if you came from poverty or pain or not. We ain't the same, neighbor. I truly hope that you heal with them one day. My content is not for everyone. When someone threatens your life that nobody's going to believe you, you're not wrong for speaking up for yourself. Regardless, they hacked your devices and said that we're only going to allow a certain community to watch your creativity, or we're going to allow a certain community just to hear your voice, or whatever the case may be. Or, matter of fact, we're going to pay this person, pay that person not to even acknowledge you. We're going to paint you out to be crazy. We're going to paint you out to be delusional, that this stuff, whatever your experience, is not even happening. How this type of stuff actually happens every single day. Regardless if it's gang stalking or not. And someone doesn't run from their past when it comes to maturing and growth. Always be yourself with no malicious intentions. I'm not your genuine respect, and I would never hurt myself, regardless of he say, she say, got to say about me, and I say that respectfully. I don't live in fear. Regardless of trying to rob me mentally, physically, spiritually, financially, or even make me homeless, and I say that respectfully. I would never hurt myself. I don't worship the devil good day, bad day, or misunderstanding day. How individuals can be older than you or not, and they want to try to project fear when you try to humble you because you speak up for yourself, got your next door neighbor, different tax brackets telling you every move like a bad habit. Making money off of you, far from mad. Can't get discouraged because God truly showed me that true love can truly last. We may not pray the same. I ain't got hate in my vein. You tried to make me feel like I couldn't weather a storm at the end of the day, but God was truly maintaining, allowing me to see that. Hold on 1 second. I wasn't losing sight of the day when you said I was mentally ill. Everybody has trauma and pain. Everybody has good days, bad days, misunderstanding. They even dealing with physical, emotional pain. Or let alone, hold on 1 second. I still know how to respect my neighbor regardless of what they going through. They said that you got mommy and daddy issues, but that was never the case at the end of the day because I still knew how to respect my neighbor regardless of what I was going through. It's a train of thought for me. Always be yourself with no malicious intent, and I say that respectfully. I'm not aging no respect, and I would never hurt myself good day, bad day, or misunderstanding day. When someone says you don't have potential, and then they sit there and antagonize you and invite you to their table just to humiliate you. Just to humiliate you. But they're inspired by you, but they would never put respect on your name. They would never even approach you. They wouldn't even acknowledge you. They hide behind spell work, going to this witch, that warlock, that terror, that karmic, or whatever the case may be. Dig up your past. Something that you never ran from, regardless if it was true or not. Because it made you the man and woman that you're becoming. Because you never gave up on you. And even when folks said that you wasn't nobody, always be yourself, because when God sends the right people into your life, they see you, they hear you, they respect you with no misintention. I say that respectfully. My content is not for everyone. It's not. Always be yourself with no misintention. I'm far from a hater. I'm far from a hater. Good day, bad day, and misunderstanding day. That don't run through my vein. Loving yourself is not a crime, and it's not competition when it comes to loving yourself. And God was never for sale, let alone my soul. And I say that respectfully. Regardless, you try to dim a light to discourage me, I would never hurt myself. Good day, bad day, or misunderstanding day. And I say that respectfully. How someone would sit there and say that you ain't got potential. They said, Joette, can you corner? You ain't nobody. They said, Joette, can you corner? You ain't nobody. But hold on one second, neighbor, far from my head. We ain't the same, neighbor. I actually knew how to respect my neighbor. I was actually ruling my neighbor home. Even days when they couldn't see, to weather their home storm, to pour into themselves. They looked at me like competition when I was never competing. They be just trying to thought for me. How folks be trying to humble you. But God already balanced you. God already led you to see that at the end of the day, those trials and tribulations allow you to fail. While God humbled you, while you stand before yourself today. How folks don't swear you in a toxic way. How you stand before yourself and folks is plotting against you to have you robbed mentally, physically, spiritually, and financially. It's like get your free will, plotting hate crimes, or whatever the case may be. Trying to make you homeless, steal from you. That's what they trying to do. They start to steal your peace of mind. They want you to wild, be a crash out. How they would try to inject things in your body. Then when you speak up for yourself, they said that you mentally ill, you bugged out. That never even happened. Ain't nobody gonna believe when you speaking the truth. Far from a hater, who would have knew? The right people show for you to respect you, not to overlook you. We all ain't the same when it comes to being jealous and envy at the end of the day. My content is not for everyone. And I say that respectfully. Always be yourself with no malicious intentions. Loving yourself is not a crime, and I say that respectfully. My content is not for everybody. It's not. Like, you can find entertainment somewhere else. I never understood, like, why would an individual have a hate train towards somebody? If you're not interested in their creativity, it's so many other people to watch. But you gotta send spell work towards somebody. You gotta send beauty spells towards somebody. You gotta send spell work when it comes to someone's finances. You gotta do come to me spells towards somebody at the end of the day. You gotta gang stalk somebody, hack the devices, and then they try to paint them up like they tripping and bugging. It's a train of thought for me, but then you say that you're so real. Talking about you an adult, then they man your tax bracket. But you was acting your shoe size. What happened to your mental health? The size ain't adding up, and I say that respectfully. No disrespect, but goddamn, stay in your lane, neighbor. We ain't the same. My content is not for everybody. It's not. Always be yourself with no malicious intentions. I'm far from my head. We ain't the same, neighbor. When God sends the right people into your life, they see you, they hear you, they respect you. That maturity hits different. They act in their body, the shoe size. They ain't got hate in their vein. They ain't look at you like competition, even when they didn't know how to weather their own storm. They ain't got to do you wrong. They actually want you to become your best self version of yourself. The end is different when it comes to someone actually going within to understand. We don't act the same. We don't. It's people that can truly respect you regardless to what they've been through. Regardless to where they're at in their healing journey. Someone truly knows how to respect folks. My content is not for everyone. It's not. Have a safe year, day, evening, week, weekend, humanity worthy. Peace and respect, your neighbor. Stop a bunch of humanity worthy. Don't dim your light. Go you, neighbor, don't dim your light. Don't dim your light, neighbor. Don't dim your light, neighbor. Humanity are worthy. Don't dim your light, neighbor. You are the blessing to yourself, don't dim your light. You are the blessing to yourself, don't dim your light. Say, elevate, elevate, I'm worthy. Elevate, elevate, I'm worthy. Today is currently July 17, 2025. When it comes to my creativity, I work alone, and I always have, and I say respectfully, regardless who's in the background trying to blackmail me against me, and I say respectfully, when it comes to my creativity, I work alone. Always be yourself with no misintentions. It's disgusting to see how, regardless of what someone's culture is, or whatever the case may be, how they would try to poison your drinks and your food. They even rob you mentally, physically, spiritually, and financially. Even doing a home invasion at the end of the day. And then when you speak up for yourself, you dead ass wrong. How they watch your every move. It doesn't matter about someone's tax bracket at the end of the day. You don't have to know somebody for someone to try to hurt you. It should not be the norm. And one thing I don't do is run from my past. And I say that respectfully. And I don't live in fear. I walk these streets alone. And I'm not scared. I'm not your genuine love respect. And my content is not for everybody. You said that you're so grown at the end of the day. It's you the one behind hacking folks' devices. It's a train of thought for me. But I'm crazy though.
Peace and respect your neighbor, stop the bunch of anywhere don't dim your light, go you neighbor, don't dim your light, let alone
The A hustling at the end of the day. Someone telling someone's next move. If they went into that store or not. How they dressed today. Did they eat today? Got somebody under surveillance 24/7. They coming and going. Watching their every move like a bad habit. But you sitting there saying that the innocent person is mentally unstable. Nah, it's only a part of that. The math ain't adding up. It's train of thought for me. How it took a hate train to go up against one person. I'm not using respect. I'm far from a hater. Always be yourself with no intentions. I would never hurt myself, and I say that respectfully. Thank you for your time.